Everybody, it's Sam with MissionMonday.com. Thank you so much for tuning in so you can get your missions. Our missions this week, we're going to do some things with goals, and we're also bringing back Secret Mentor. First of all, on goals. Students, what I would like you to do is let's set a goal that you can accomplish sometime in the near future. Now, by near future, let's kind of define that for you. Maybe a goal that you can have accomplished by the end of this week. Maybe a goal that you can have accomplished in a month, or maybe something that you can have accomplished within first semester before we take our winter break. And make sure you tell people those goals too, and ask other people about what they've done with goals. So set that goal, talk with some people about what your goal is, and ask them about their goals as well. Parents and volunteers, here's what I want you to do. Parents, make sure you talk with your child about goals that they're going to set. And I want you to talk with your child also about goals that you have achieved and not achieved. Sometimes you learn just as much when you don't make that goal that you were shooting for. At the same time, you guys know, if you listen to Mark and I, I'm really big into having a plan. When you share with your student, with your child, about what those goals are, and you hear what those goals are going to be from your child that they want to achieve, help them set up a plan. How are you going to achieve that goal? What are some steps along the way? And that way we increase the odds for them to be successful in that. Volunteers are real easy. I just want you to stop in and make sure you talk with 5 kids this week. Ask them what their most recent goal that they have set is. And at the same time, I also want you to share some of your goals. And they can be stories of what you did well and a goal you achieved and how you did it. Or it might be, I set this goal and I didn't quite get there, but here's what happened along the way. Because there's some powerful lessons in that as well. By the way, if you happen to be a hockey player, we have a hockey team in town that sometimes stops in at my school and does some volunteer work. And last year my kindergartner said, "Hey, do you guys ever make goals?" And they said, "Of course we make goals. We make goals every game." Those are good goals too. But sometimes you want to talk about your goals to make goals. So we know what those words mean and we haven't figured out. Anyway, for staff, if you want to double up on missions this week and you want to do a goal mission as well, I think it'd be a great thing for you to set a goal for students in your class. Maybe pick a specific student and set a goal. Maybe set a goal as a class, and you can help them develop that plan so that goal can be attainable. That would be great. Don't feel obligated to do that. It'd be cool, but don't feel obligated. What I really want you to do this week is your Secret Mentor mission. For those of you that have been with us for a while, you know that Secret Mentor is where you pick a student and you're going to be an advocate for that student unofficially. You're going to let them know you're going to be somebody that takes extra care of that kid, that makes sure you have positive interaction with that kid, that you set up some structure and you set up some guidelines for that student, even though that's not what your specific duty is. So make sure that you do that. I'm on my 2nd year with my Secret Mentee, and I think it's making a difference. This is one of those missions that I can't take credit for. A guy named Mike Sharonbrock came up with it, but it's one that teachers consistently tell me it's one of the most important missions that they do. Other than that, hey, big shout out to Scott Fuller. Thank you so much for bringing us out to Colorado Springs. We had a whirlwind trip out there where Mark and I just got back. Thank you so much to Denise at Trailblazer Elementary, our principal that hosted us there. Thank you for accommodating all the teachers that weren't from Trailblazer. By the way, our buddy Scott and his buddy Greg are going to be on a podcast we're having coming up, and they're going to tell you some cool things about personalized learning, and we'll have some access to some of their resources as well. So as always, thank you so much for being committed to the mission, and I'll see you next week.